What is up, Rum family? This is the Strike Zone, and I'm your host, Fantasy Sven, coming at you for some fantasy football or fantasy football. That's all I see on Twitter right now. Fantasy baseball content. My mistake on that. It's only me riding solo today from the network, but I got a very special guest. I like to call him a friend now. We've interacted on Twitter for few months now since baseball has started. He's a great guy. So let's get into today's starting lineup. He's no stranger to the fantasy baseball world. He is an in-depth fantasy content contributor for the Fantasy Ball Uni One at Roto Ranks and Fantrax. He's the host of the One Fantasy Insider podcast. You could see his hashtag Micah notes all over Twitter every single day. I love those tweets, my man. And also, every time I scroll through Twitter, I swear to God, this guy has like everybody tagging him in questions, in lineup questions. It is like that's awesome. I love seeing that. I see him backstage right now. This is it is Fantasy Central 1.
What's going on, bro? That was an awesome intro. I appreciate that. Also, I gotta say, bro, I was out here vibing to that intro song. The intro song is lit, bro. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Shout out to my boy Miles, the Fantasy Peacock, for making that. That is live. Awesome. That is live footage. I was at that game of Derek Jeter.
Nice.
That was his 3,000th hit. It gives me chills every single time that I see that. It is.
That was electric. Wow. That was nice, bro.
And I asked, yeah, thank you. That's all Miles right there, but appreciate that. So just a little bit, I just got to do a little bit of housekeeping right now. But if you go download the Monkey Knife Fight app, have you ever played Monkey Knife Fight, Micah?
No, I don't. Is that one of those?
So it's one of those props. So one of those, yeah. So like props, but it's real money. So if you go down to download Monkey Knife Fight, use promo code Rumboyz, match your first deposit up to $50, right? So you could do like home run derbies, like you select like 3 batters and you put some money down, and like if they all hit home runs, like you can win. So it's like all props and like K's and stuff like that. So go download Monkey Knife Fight, use promo code Rumboyz. Yeah. All right. SportsMe as well. SportsMe. I got to find this banner. So this SportsMe, you probably have seen it on from Sam's Hot Takes. That's my buddy who's also on this show with me. I know he tags you in a lot of stuff from SportsMe. So SportsMe is like, go download the app, start a battle. Like who's the best baseball player of all time? 30-second clip. You can respond to it. Anybody else can like add their little takes. So like you kind of get that visual, you actually see the person that you're battling and whatnot. So it's a pretty cool app. Great concept. So go download SportsMe. It's all over. All right, man. I usually have a guy for that, but hey, I'm a hype man. My hype man, Bogard, GMM Network, shout out to Bogey right now, but, he's got that family life, he's got his like 4th kid. He's got his 4th kid on the way. Right. Exactly. I'm like, dude, it's okay, man.
It's Sunday. Just want to chill out.
Just don't pay the bills. I get it. Not yet. But shit. So like, I like to start it off because the Sunday night game, it starts an hour earlier now, so I like to start the show off with like a little Sunday night preview, right? We got the Cubs at Cardinals. Every time I see I feel like the Cardinals or the Cubs are in like a Sunday night game.
Yeah, I mean, people love seeing the Cubs at night for some reason.
They got Rizzo's doing pretty good. Chris Bryant's doing pretty solid. Like they're not terrible. I mean, Jason Hayward's on the IL, right? I think got put on. That
rotation is just so. It's like they all throw 90 miles per hour. It's just it's so annoying.
Because our pitcher tonight, Zach Davies,
those like 90 miles per hour.
He's nothing exciting, but like he's been getting the job done lately.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just I mean he doesn't do a lot of ground balls, and that helps him. But like, just the stuff is just so I don't know.
Right? If you're in like a K, like if you're in an innings, category or something, right? Like he could get you that. Like, so I looked at his numbers over the past, I think 3 games, he's averaging 5.1 innings per pitched, little over 1 earned run. Not many Ks, but I don't think his walks weren't that high either. Maybe 1 or 2. during that span. So like he's definitely shown something lately. Like this is boring. It's so boring, but it gets it done. It's like Spurs basketball. I mean,
yeah, I mean, honestly, it's like
I'm not saying he's Spurs basketball, but
it's boring. But he can get the job done on the right night. But then when he's off his game, it's like disasters.
Mm-hmm. And then on the other side in St. Louis, we got Adam Wainwright, who his 2 outings ago, right? What was it, like 8 innings, 0 earned runs, monster. Yeah. Like there was like Adam Wainwright of years ago.
Yeah. Cause I mean, I don't know. I guess he's just having one of those late career renaissance. He's throwing a bunch of pitches and I feel like when these guys are like old and just know how to pitch, they can get it done. So I mean, as long as he's healthy.
If they can place their pit right, like I'm gonna bring him up because I am a Yankees fan. I got my Yankees bat right here too. Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. Andy Pettit, like Cliff Lee, when these guys got older, they were so good at placing their pitches, right? When their velocity went down. So
yeah,
I think that's a good comparison. I like that. Who do you think wins this game? What do you see? What kind of an outcome do you see?
I think I see a lot of offense. I don't know. I just feel I get that vibe. It's gonna be one of those.
I'd be okay.
A lot of hits. It's gonna be like a Bryant home run, freaking Dylan Carlson home run. I can see if they're all playing. I don't know the lineups yet, but if they're all playing, I see those types of home runs.
Ooh, and I think in one league I am down. It's a category, and I have Tommy Edman and Nolan Arenado, and I'm down in RBIs by 4.
I like your chances of getting at least 5. We'll see. All we need is just Arenado to be Arenado. He's been a little slump the last 2-3 games, but he's on fire.
But he's still awesome.
He's in like 300 or something, 290 something. It's been awesome.
Everybody thought like, oh, he's leaving Coors. All right, he's not going to be that good.
It was never about Coors,
right? Like he's still good. He's still a Gold Glover. Like he's still like the best defensive third baseman. So what I mean, his hitting, like he could still hit the shit out of the ball. And Paul Goldschmidt's not terrible now that he's not like the center, of that lineup. Yeah. I love Tommy Edman though. Tommy Edman has been one of my I think he's 278. I think he's got like 7 or 8 stolen bases, bunch of runs.
He's underrated. I mean, he does it. He's like one of those. He's an underrated 5-cat contributor. He does it all. The RBIs will always be not as much as you want, but he does it all. He'll challenge like 15-ish home runs, maybe 20 stolen bases. That's nice. That's nice value.
I was gonna say like 25 stolen bases.
I'll take it. I
love it. Exactly. I got him in that league, so I really want him to do that well. I hope it's a high score. I mean, only for the fact that I have Edman and Arenado. I think that that definitely weighs a factor.
I think it will be. We'll see.
All right. I think the Cardinals are going to pull it out though. I think they're going to win. I don't know what the score is going to be, but I think they're going to pull it out. As we all know, injuries happen every single year. They stink. Some are unfortunate, and some can be like not caused, you know what I mean? Or some can be avoided. There you go. Some could be avoided. Like Huascar Ynoa from Atlanta. My man has a blow up game and then decides to punch the wall and he breaks his hand. And now he's out like 2 or 3 months.
Just one of those just things that just happen. He probably wasn't thinking straight. He was just in his emotions. He was just feeling the frustration. He just said, boom. You know what I mean?
Dude, I had a buddy. I used to wrestle in high school, and I had a buddy who was such a hothead, right? He was an awesome wrestler. But when he lost, man, he would lose his temper.
Yeah.
Only certain people on the team could talk to him. And dude, he punched the wall after one freaking tournament.
Some people just have that. I mean,
he broke his hand, and I was like, what?
It's not a bad thing to have that emotion, but it's a bad thing to act out on that emotion.
Try to again,
control yourself.
I'm completely shocked. The guy was having an awesome season, and they were just like projecting him as kind of just like a fill-in, right? I think in the beginning of the season.
I mean, I just don't know. I don't know if even when he is healthy, I don't know if his arsenal is gonna let be able to work the entire season. But we'll see. I could be wrong. I also think it's deep enough to last for the entire season. But we'll see.
Yeah. Kevin Biggio, 10-day. He's on the cervical spine ligament sprain. That's a mouthful. He's out at least until June. I mean, this one kind of hurts, but not really, because he hasn't really been playing that well, right? Like out of like I mean, mind you, Vlad Guerrero is a freak junior, and Bichette is actually an awesome baseball player as well.
Yeah. He's been mediocre, and honestly, it's not that surprising because I mean, look at the advanced metrics. Some of his metrics just aren't that impressive, and he doesn't have a high bat. He's more of just an OBP guy. He really is. You know what I mean? In bad average leagues, you really like if he was going like 5th, 6th round, some bad average leagues, that's kind of crazy. Because I mean, say he wasn't a stolen base guy, he'd probably go like 200 picks later. So I mean, it's just kind of wild that he was.
His numbers are not. He's 205, 2 stolen bases, 11 RBIs, 3 home runs.
Yeah.
It's not good.
It's not good. It will improve, but I mean, it will improve to an extent. It's just I don't know. We don't know.
He's been on my bench. He's been on my bench like the whole season almost. I just can't.
It hasn't hurt you either, though.
Right? Exactly.
Besides the fact that you had to spend, an early-ish round pick on him, that's the only thing that hurt you. But
I'm trying to think because I drafted him as like my second baseman, I think, but I picked up Colton Wong, so he was out there, so I was like, sure, I'll pick him up, and he's actually been pretty good. So.
And Wong's been pretty good,
right? Exactly.
He's better than Biggio, honestly.
Exactly. A lot of people have been better than Biggio. It's insane, man. Hey, if you wanted the Miles Peacock, he's the one who made that opening video, my man, right there. What up, Jordan? He's our DFS guy. I'm gonna have. Awesome. He does he does NFL and baseball DFS.
Man, I just started doing DFS recently, and I stopped after one day. I was just I was like, this stuff is hard.
He's your man.
I mean, yeah.
Yo, Jordan, if you're still watching, post up throw up your Twitter so he could follow you, my man.
Yeah, Jordan, let's see what's up. Because I don't know.
It's tough, dude. It's not easy, and he'll tell you it's not easy. It's like there's a lot to it. It's crazy. Astros, I don't know. I hope they lose every single game, like for the rest of forever.
I like some of the players for my fantasy teams. I like playing with them and MLB The Show, but that's about it.
What up, Dante? Right, dude. I can't. So I've never been like I was an MVP baseball guy, for Xbox back in the day, and I hadn't played a baseball game in forever. So this was my first MLB The Show was my first I guess reintroduction back into the
Yeah, it's awesome. Honestly,
dude, it's not easy.
It's the biggest thing for me is plate discipline. That's what I got to work on. I feel like, but
I want to swing at everything. I
think that's just probably the case for everybody that starts out playing MLB The Show. Plate discipline, just not swinging at pitches. They're obviously out of the zone. I keep doing it.
Ooh, did Ohtani? Because we talked about this before the show. So Ohtani was up. I just want to see. He is a freak. Oh, he was a pinch hitter. He did get an RBI. Yeah, he got an RBI. All right.
Of course he did.
Of course he did, right? The guy's it's insane.
Of course.
Just wanted to touch up on these guys because Wade Miley, he's one of the 25 guys that have turned a no-hitter already so far this season, it feels like. I can't believe how many we've seen. This is absurd, and we're not done.
It's funny because the guys that have thrown there aren't really all seen as stars, The Wade Miley.
Maybe Kluber and Means
and Musgrove to an extent.
Yeah,
Musgrove. Yeah.
Well, he's backing it up. He is phenomenal this year so far. To what he's been. He's been pretty solid. So Wade Miley, he's on the 10-day, so we'll see. Hopefully he'll only miss one, for fantasy owners if you do own him. Nick Senzel, 10-day IL, left knee inflammation. I don't think he was having that great of a season, but it still hurts the depth, right? I guess of the Reds.
Yeah. I don't know if what's the name, Akiyama's back yet, or I think somebody else is hurt too. But I mean, if they're back yet, they should be fine. And they got Naquin out here, hitting bombs. So I mean,
True.
but I mean, at this point, I feel like Senzo is just like he's injury prone. I mean, I don't want to say that, use that term, but he gets injured a lot.
Yeah. No, like in baseball, it's just guys that all the time, like Byron Buxton, guys can always get hurt.
Yeah, Buxton gets hurt a lot. He might just be injury prone. I don't know.
Right? Like, what's the word? What do we call it? Like,
I mean,
just
with guys like Buxton, that might actually, he probably he's injury prone. But guys
partially seasoned.
Partially seasoned. I like that. Because I mean, I don't know.
Because they just can't play like Giancarlo Stanton. The guy's never going to play a full season.
It's interesting because I mean, maybe it's just the way these guys play the game. You know how Buxton plays the game; he's always making these diving catches and running hard. The more you play in the field, the more injury risk you have.
Right? So, like, take it easy a little bit, bro.
Yeah, but he can't.
He can't exactly.
He can't. I mean, I don't know. Maybe his body just can't hold his talent. I don't know. We'll see.
One guy that I'm a little upset about, who I was actually going to pick up on waivers, but didn't happen because now he's hurt, is Victor Robles. He started to heat up a little bit, and they say he might not require a stint on the IL. Have you heard anything about Victor Robles?
No, I honestly didn't even know he was hurt. I feel like guys are getting hurt every second, and I can't keep up.
Stupid, man. It's
honestly
dumb. It's like what? Like one team, my entire, because I all my IL spots are up, and I have like 3 guys, but I do not want to drop them.
Interesting. It's crazy. I mean, Robles. So I think Robles in general, though, I think we're like a couple years off Robles, just in general. I think he's a few years away. Yeah,
still a product.
Yeah, I think we're like, it's like he's like a 2023, even maybe 2024 type guy, but he'll get there eventually. But I think we're a little early. Honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Franmil Reyes, he's on the 10-day for the Indians. That kind of stings a little bit. He had what? I think he's got like 11 home runs already. He probably could have gotten like 80 to 95 RBIs. I don't know. Right? Maybe
he was. I'd say so. I'd say 80, 95. Yeah, he was mashing. I mean,
that the lineup's not that good. Like, let's be real, right? Like, it's him and Jose Ramirez.
Now it's Jose Ramirez and Cesar Hernandez.
Right? I was gonna say.
I mean, Eddie Rosario now should play he should be playing every day. Anyway.
Ed Helms, what's up, man? This dude looks like Ed Helms. He's my buddy from Seattle. That's right. I met him at SportsCon a few years ago, and we're going to Canton for the Fantasy Football Expo.
I saw that on Twitter. What is that?
Yeah, man. So fantasy football nonstop for like 2 days. I mean, I'm going from Friday to Monday. Kev, I booked my flight. Hell yeah. I got to fly to Charlotte. I'm taking like a 5 a.m. flight. This is going to be awful. But it's a Fantasy Football Expo. It's in Canton, Ohio, and you get like a ticket to like the Hall of Fame too. So you can like, yeah, because it's not far from there, because the hotel we're staying at is considered like the Hilton or Marriott, I forget, of the Hall of Fame.
Interesting.
Yeah, so. But it's going to be pretty sick, man. Check it out. A lot of people going to be there. A lot of good connections.
Look into that.
Yeah, man. A lot of connections, my man. The Guccini, what's up, bro? Got to get my man on the show. First time trying out fantasy baseball this year.
I love that name, Guccini. That's what's up.
JD, hell yeah, my man. Awesome, dude. Out in the somewhere in Cali. I don't want to mess it up. I know they got a studio out there, because whenever I go to Cali, I got to hit them up so we can do the live shit. So they do that. If you like go out there, they bring you into the studio, man, or wherever they like record and shit. So
nice. It's
pretty dope. Yeah. Hard to start, boys. Good times ahead, brother. Yes, there. Hell yeah. Danny Duffy. This one kind of stings a little bit. Surprise, maybe, of this year. He hasn't been good in a few years, right? He had that one phenomenal season, then kind of, right? So he's on the 10-day with a grade 1 left flexor strain. I mean, they're hoping it's nothing serious. Maybe 1 or 2 starts.
Yeah, I mean, he's I think in general he's definitely just a better points league type guy because he has those great starts backed by bad starts, backed by that type of thing. But
true. 1.98 ERA. That's crazy. Good for him.
Little too low, a little too. But
right, like, but the Royals were playing so good too, to start the season. But now they came back down to earth. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. This one, I don't know. I really like this kid. I think he's got some pretty good stuff. Logan Webb, he's on the 10-day with a right shoulder strain. The Kepler, the GMs, is hoping he'll only miss one start. He's been, I feel like he's been a pleasant surprise, for the surprising Giants as well.
I think he's been a reason why they've been solid. He just hasn't allowed a ton of runs in these starts. He had that one start when like 7 innings, struck out like 10 guys, something like that. I forget what happened.
He's had one game, of 10 Ks.
He's been solid.
That one stung me a little bit. I was happy to pick him up, and then right after that. These two are royalty within baseball right now. I mean, Mike Trout, this one sucks. You never want to see like the best player or, one of, I guess, I don't know. I still think he's the best player in baseball on the IL. What do you think of this?
I mean, he's on my TGFBI team, so it stung me a little when I saw the news. I think I have him in almost all of my NFBC leagues because I would pick between, I would pick between 7, 8, 9 that area a lot, and he would always just be there.
And he would fall that far. Wow.
Yeah, and then you're just like, I can't pass him up, so you just grab him. But that's the risk of grabbing a top guy and all. I can't do that again. Grab a top guy in all my leagues. I gotta switch it up.
So the only top guys right now, I guess, like Acuna had his little bit of a scare, but like, let's be real, he's still incredible. I think he's the number one player in fantasy right now.
Yeah, he'll be the number one guy. Yep.
And Trey Turner has been awesome.
Yeah,
another top guy. I mean, those are
there were like 3 times I could have took Turner over Matt Trout, but why did I take Trout?
Exactly. Why would you think that? Isn't that that's the worst thing as like a fantasy?
Because it's worse because when I was ready to pick, I was debating. So and then even after I made the pick, I didn't feel good about it. Now I really don't feel good about it. It is what it is.
The funny thing about the leagues that I have Trey Turner in, like one of them, he fell to me. I think I was like the 10th pick or something like that at a 14 team league, and I was like, okay, like I have to take Trey Turner right here.
What's he at right now? Double digits in steals and home runs. I'm about to check. Oh, he's at 10 home runs. He's still on bases, but batting 320, 350 for a BABIP.
Damn.
Strong quality of contact. Strength is still solid. Profile looks the same. It's hitting all fields.
8 stolen bases, 24 RBIs, 10. Damn.
Making a lot of contact.
What's his average? Oh, it's not in this league. I can't see it.
It's 320.
320. Oh my god. Yeah. So I mean,
he could be a 300 hitter. I
easily.
At all. Yeah,
easily. Damn. I'm happy I have him, but this team is hurting. 14 teams, big money, points. It is atrocious. I have like everybody on the IL. It is what it is. Jacob deGrom. I know this happened. Like these happened already, but like this is, we're just catching up a little bit. But these are big names. I mean, Jacob deGrom, and this is royalty.
Yeah.
Best pitcher in baseball. This is awful. I hate it because I have him in a categories where it was just like, all right, sure. Ron Popeil said it and forget it,
Look, I mean, thankfully it wasn't too long, so we'll be, he'll be back soon. Thankfully it wasn't like a couple months or something like that.
That's right. So yes, exactly. What I have here is that he could either pitch. So he's either going to pitch a rehab game or against the Rockies. I don't see a difference in that.
Put some respect on the Rockies. Yeah, put some respect on the Rockies. Goodness.
No, they got some good bats.
They got. My guy. What's his name? Brian McMahon. That's my guy. That was my guy all off season.
Oh,
grabbed in a couple leagues. He's been doing this thing.
I only got him in one.
I love that guy.
He's been killing it though. Exactly. And Rogers was the one that put that on Twitter, my man. I think he had a pretty good game the other night, didn't he?
I think he went was that
like
today?
2 for 3 or something like that, or
was that yesterday or today?
I think or it might have been yesterday actually. Let me see how he did today.
I gotta check on that.
Yeah, man.
I think you're right. Yeah.
I mean, shit is if they just keep hitting the crap out of the ball,
they
don't have to win games. He is
Yeah.
very talented, but he needs, like you said, like I think he needs that. Yo, you're the starter. Like just go, like play, like now, like.
Yep.
Hopefully it'll be set in stone. I mean, nothing's set in stone, but still, like hopefully he'll be the guy.
For sure. I think that was the one thing that was like holding him back, just having like consistent, opportunities. But
right. One topic I did want to bring up, and this is, I'm like really upset about it. I bet everyone else. Actually, you know what? I also didn't christen the show. I don't know if you got a drink with you, my man. I made myself a nice little vodka that I'm drinking a lot faster than I thought I would be.
I got some Fiji water.
Oh hell yeah, bro!
Actually, it's really, honestly, it tastes no better than like Deer Park, in my opinion. But I don't even know why I bought it.
I hear you. But take your drink, my man. Whatever you like. Grab your water, batter up. We say batter up in here. So that's how we, yeah. Boom. So the Tampa Bay Rays traded Willy Adames to the Brewers, right? And I think that everybody was wondering, like, where the hell.
Yeah, I mean, that caused Twitter to erupt. Fantasy baseball Twitter erupted when Adames got traded, and I mean for good reason. I thought we would see Brujan. I had a feeling, but then it didn't happen. And I like Taylor Walls. He's not a bad player. He's decent. He's
good, right? He's actually a pretty decent
solid
player, but he's getting outshined, right? Like outshined by, Wander Franco, who's also incredible as well and lighting up AAA right now.
Yeah, I feel like we see Franco like mid to late summer, something like that. It's coming, but it will be like one of those later season things.
Aren't they in like second to last place in that division or no? I don't even I forget.
I think Red Sox are first, I think, and then they're somewhere in the middle, I believe.
Damn, Red Sox.
They can make the run, if they have some
that division exactly. Besides the Orioles, and I hate to say it, yep, exactly. The Rays are actually tied for first right now.
Nice.
Yeah, Rays are tied for first with
That's with guys, waiting to come up, and that's with like Rich Hill pitching in your rotation. Like the Rays are geniuses. I don't know how they do it, but they're geniuses over there.
Right? They got they figure something out, and the managers changed. It was like it's like okay, like you guys are still figuring out a way to do it. Rich Hill, I picked him up.
He's been solid, man. And
he's just gotta stay healthy.
Imagine just taking some of these guys in like the late rounds, like Rich Hill. You'd be so fine. To start off right for now, but you'd be looking good right now. He's been solid, man.
He's been very good.
Yeah.
Oh, San Francisco's down 11-5 over. Dodgers are lose. Wow, bases are loaded, and it's 11-5 right now. And San Fran is up.
Joke. They're no joke. They want to win, and I think guys like Posey being healthy,
Giants are a tough team, right? This is Jake McGee. Like, how was he leading? He doesn't anymore, but like, how the hell was he doing so well with saves? Unbelievable.
I guess it's just because I'm like, all right, he only throws a fastball. And he has all these saves. So how's he doing it? I guess he must be doing. He just has a good fastball.
Right?
He has a good fastball.
I don't get it. And just to touch up on the other guy who's insanely old too, and is a closer, is Mark Melancon.
Yeah,
the guy's got like a 0.48 ERA or something like that, or a 0.68 ERA.
But you see him on the mound, he just has that mentality. You see it in his eyes. You know what I mean? He can like he has that late game, I'm going to finish you off mentality, and I like it.
And he's been around for so long too.
Yeah, he's a true veteran. Mm-hmm.
He's been on so many teams, right? The past 5 seasons, he's been on 5 different teams. I feel like
he's on a different team every year now. Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Wow, Phil Mickelson has won the PGA Championship. I'm upset with myself that I didn't watch it. I'm a
I feel like I hear that every year. It's either
big
Mickelson
golf champion.
or somebody else.
He's the oldest guy to win this at 50 to become the oldest major champion in golf history.
Wow. With in
Wow.
relation to golf, standards and legends and stuff like that, would you say that Phil Mickelson is a golf legend?
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely done enough. Like, I think he's definitely up there.
Nice.
If someone like if you think about it, like, yeah, Jack obviously, it's either Jack or Tiger. Who's better? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's it. There's literally nobody else.
Nice.
But like a Gary Player, I mean, their numbers are good. Like, his numbers are very good, but so are Phil. Like, Phil's are good. He's got a couple jackets. I mean, he's definitely got a bunch of majors. He just won the PGA, become the oldest to win the PGA Championship. It's not. Yeah. Wow. His last win since 2013. Damn.
Wow.
Good for him. I mean, he's a good golfer.
Wow. That was 8 years ago.
Yeah, man. That's what I love about golf, dude. Like, you could just take some time off, like
throw on the polo pants, the polo tee, the hat, get your gloves ready, go out there.
Right?
8 years later, just win a championship, make some money, go on vacation, just enjoy life. I mean, it fits the sport though. Golf is a relaxed sport, and golf players are relaxed people. It's just it's how
you would think it's a very emotional. Do you golf at all?
No, I play miniature golf, but I have not played real golf.
And I'm sure mini golf is a little frustrating at times too, right?
100%.
Of course it is. Imagine, like, dude. Obviously, it's think about it. It's a little freaking ball, and you got to get it in a hole that's like the size of a cup, literally, like the size of like a big cup,
100, 200 yards away. It's kind of wild how they do it if you think about it.
It's madness. So it's like if you get, I mean, I just went on a golf trip a month ago. I was in Orlando. 4 straight days of golf, my man.
Wow. That's nice.
But it was insane. This game is insane as well. We got the A's and the Angels, bottom of the 8th, 1 man on, no outs, and Kurt Suzuki's up. I'll keep you guys. I think it is, right? Is that it? I'm pretty sure that's who it is. The catcher, right?
Why did they pull Bundy so early though? He wasn't doing that bad. I saw the
when did they pull him? 2.1. Wow. 5 hits. 5 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts.
Now, I mean,
2 home runs too. I don't know if that maybe factored a little bit into it.
Maybe he's hurt. I don't know. Maybe there's something to that. But I mean, if he's hurt, that would explain why he's struggling, to be honest. But
true. I mean, all right. So he runner advanced. All right. So Wander Franco, I think we want to see him. I mean, that's essentially what we're getting at, right?
For sure. Him.
So
let's see them both.
Who?
Vidal Brujan, the next up. He's right behind Franco. Like who and retires, he'd be right behind Franco. Wander and Brujan. Then Taylor Walls is somewhere down there.
They got a good farm system.
For sure.
They definitely do. So I don't know if you probably have felt this. I mean, you've been playing fantasy, it seems like, for a little bit. So you ever have a guy that like you have him on your team and you're just like, oh, he's doing okay, right? Like, I'm going to keep him. And then you drop him. And then next thing you know, he turns into Adolis Garcia.
Yeah.
I had him, I think on like multiple teams. And then I just like was like, because he had that little dip, right? Like he had that little lull. I feel like at one point, I don't know. Maybe in a points league.
I think in these types of situations, it all comes down to believing the advanced metrics. This is where metrics come in. Because if you see the metrics and you're like, okay, I mean, for example, Ian Happ, You know, if you saw the metrics, you're like, okay, he's not his launch angle is down, but that's an outlier from career norms, so it's probably a good chance it goes up soon. And if you believe that, you'd have been good. So these type of this is where I think this question is where metrics really come in and really make the decision for you.
Ooh. That's some real shit right there. So like real metrics, right? Like, so like going to like Baseball Savant and like looking at like expected, right?
I'm honestly, I really don't even look at it at X. I mean, I do, but I really don't use that for, deciding on a player. I really just use raw, I just try to paint the picture of like, the contact percentages, the quality of contact, where he's hitting the ball, how he's hitting the ball. I just try to paint a picture and say, will this be able to, improve in the future? And I'm like, yeah, I think so. Then go from there. But I mean, X stuff does, give you a nice little, say a guy has like a 231 BA, but like a 270 XBA. Like, okay. And then you see that his metrics are kind of like good. You're like, okay, yeah, the XBA kind of makes sense. So yeah, I mean, I do use XBA just to, just to feel good,
True. Cause yeah, man, these next gen stats, dude, I'm starting to like get more involved in them. They're intense.
Yeah, they're real. I mean, I'm telling you, like it's almost a cheat code, because if you see what's really going on underneath all the things you see on TV, it's like that's what's happening. But the results just aren't there yet. If a guy's struggling, for example, or if a guy's overperforming or something like that,
So that could be a great segue into our next topic, and I think this is a pretty important one, because you never know, like Adolis Garcia. I mean, I thought like the guy's killing it. Just he's like the front runner right now for Rookie of the Year. He's like he probably even like in somewhat of like a low end MVP talk. Like he's playing that good of baseball right now.
He's been great.
I mean, that may be pushing it, but again, he's playing awesome. So like, when you're looking at the waiver wire, what are some like strategies, that like, or things that you look for, like let's say like a Victor Robles, such as myself. I was looking at Victor Robles, right? Like he started to trend up a little bit, but then like saw he got hurt one day and they were like, oh, he's only going to be out today. Didn't pick him up, so it's like, I don't know, like how do you approach like going for the waiver wire guys?
I'm big on upside. I'm big on like on a couple teams. I picked up Shane McClanahan. I picked up this. I know I love my Dylan Cease. Just I'm big on upside that makes sense. I try not to just go raw. Just like, I like this guy, so I'm gonna grab him. If I like the stuff, and I'm like, all right, this guy can be better in the future than he is right now, and he's cheap, So I just try to make sense of when I do pickups. I try not, like, for like NFBC leagues, I don't normally, like some fab periods, I really don't pick anybody up. So I'm like, I'm good this week, I really don't have to pick somebody up, so I don't, I feel obligated to do so. So I try to do it on like a league to league basis, but for the most part, I just try to be as selective as possible when trying to grab somebody.
But so like based on that, then do you like the daily or the weekly leagues? Because like you kind of like, and then like, do you like the fab like every single day type pickups, or like once a week? I mean, because I know those big competitions, what like the or FBC or what is it? NFC or
NFBC?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm because I haven't played any yet. My bad. So those are like once in a while, right? They're not like all the time, the waiver pickups.
Yeah. It's like weekly, like I think tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern time. So like it's like once a week type thing. And I mean, honestly, I play in leagues ranging from you able to pick up somebody any second of the day at any time during the season to once a week. So I mean, I'm everywhere in between there. So like I have to like change my mindset for different leagues. You know what I mean? So it's interesting. So I it all depends, and that's why for just in general, it really all depends on what's going on in your league. What type of league it is, how pickups are. That type of thing really makes a difference here.
I hear you, man. So, I mean, let's maybe gloat a little bit. Why not? Right? Because people are watching us. We're not watching them. Who are some guys that you picked up, dude, that you're like, just like, yeah, like, not named Adolis Garcia, maybe? I don't know.
Who I picked up?
Right? That you're just like, yeah, you know what? Like, I picked him up.
Oh.
Like, and I still got him.
No.
Like, this is awesome.
Who did I pick up? I think I picked up CJ Crow in the league. He's been solid.
Right? Until he went on the freaking IL, right?
Yeah. He's overperforming a little bit, but I'm not complaining. You know, I get production. Who else did I pick up? I don't know.
Omar Narvaez.
My goodness.
Omar Narvaez and catcher. I mean, I'm trying to get rid of the catchers because I think they're like a very, it's an interesting position. It's like getting rid of tight ends, or kickers.
That's
People
why
want to get rid of kickers in NFL,
That's why I look at catchers. I really like when I have to decide between guys like Yadier Molina and Nomar Device. I'm like, I don't care. Give me just throw somebody on my roster. I don't take either. Like, I mean,
if I have to draft a catcher, I gotta take one. Sure.
And I don't think I've ever paid up for a catcher. I don't think I ever will.
Me neither. Never.
I think the closest I've come to paying up was when I drafted Will Smith last year at like 100 something. And I mean, it paid off, bro. But I mean, it has to be like a guy that's like a stud, like like Will Smith or something like that. But I'll try not. I like a top 100 pick on the catcher. It makes me feel disgusting. I hate it. I ruined my team at that point.
So what about my man out in Texas who is catcher eligible? Right, Kiner.
Yeah,
Kiner Falefa. I'm sorry.
I think it is Falefa. But yeah, I mean, Yahoo leagues. That's a guy. That's a guy. I picked him up in the Yahoo league. He's my catcher now. He's been a stud. Yeah,
unbelievable.
That's pickups.
In this one category league that I'm in, it's runs, home runs, RBIs, stolen base, and average. That's it.
Nice.
And he's the 33rd ranked player.
That's crazy.
Unbelievable. And I drafted him. What?
That's crazy. I don't know about this power that he's showing. I don't know if he keeps it up. He might. Like the metrics don't really back it up, but I mean, he I don't know. But the speed is for real. The average is for real too.
Missed this one over here. On base. I don't know. I'm still.
Austin Riley is a man. This is Austin. I love Austin Riley. Honestly, I think I have him like in like 1 and 2 leagues, not enough shares, but I mean he's gonna be a star one day.
Yeah. He's still got a little bit, right? He's still got a little growing to do.
Yeah, but I mean, you see him here for average. You're like, that's what I want to see.
Sure.
that bad bit is a little bloated. So I'm worried about, but I mean, we'll see if we'll be fine going forward.
When is Shohei Ohtani going to get outfield eligibility?
I don't know how many times he's played in the outfield.
He's in the outfield right now. I know he's played it a couple times. I thought it was enough to get eligibility.
I wonder if going into the outfield late in the games affects eligibility or not. I don't know about that. That's happened a couple times at this point. So.
Good call. Yeah, so it's the top of the 9th right now. They got Raisel Iglesias in.
Man, the man that never sleeps. He's on a different team every year.
Right? Talk about another guy exactly that's on a different team.
Yeah, but I mean he hits in April, then goes nowhere rest of the season.
Laureano is up at bat. On deck is Jed Lowry. And if they can get to Matt Olson, I mean, mind you, Laureano's got a little bit of power.
Yeah, Laureano's been
right.
Terrific, bro.
He's been good.
Yeah.
He did get hurt a little bit. That one, I think he was out a few games. Right? Was he on the IL? Maybe, or I don't know if he was on the IL, but I know he missed a bunch.
I think he did miss a couple. Yeah, he did miss 2 games. Yeah,
dude, 2 pitches right across the plate, 2 times.
Come on, Laureano. I got on my fantasy team. I won that week already, but still, you want to see them pad the stats.
I like the A's. I said the A's were going to win this division.
They're mad underrated. They're kind of similar to the Giants. It's just a bunch of underrated guys
that want to win and want to play. What
and
the hell?
These small market, small market team that just gets guys that are solid. They're not spectacular, not yet. Maybe Lazardo one day, maybe Pook one day. We'll see, but they're just solid enough.
I love Chris Bassett.
yeah, bro. I love Chris Bassett.
He was my Matt Olson and him. It's crazy. I never really pick it from the same team, but they were both my like AL Cy Young and AL MVP candidates.
That's nice. That Bassett, the odds on that are probably like monstrous profits if it actually happens. But
Chris Bassett, man, he's been solid. So Laureano struck out. Jed Lowry's up. There's 2 outs. Keep you guys posted. Yeah, Kiner has been an absolute gem so far in fantasy. I just picked up Rich Hill in one who was still available because he's not available. He wasn't available in, I don't think, that many leagues.
I just hope it's not too late. I just hope he doesn't have a blister next week or something like that.
Dude, you just said it. It's going to happen now. Damn it.
Those pop up all the time. Those blisters.
Right? Like, what the hell, man? Like, are you seeing a hand specialist?
There's something going on. I mean, maybe the way he grips his pitches. I don't know, but goodness,
every single time, Rich Hill blister, dude. His last 4 or 5, wow, four outings, 2 earned runs, 0, 0, 0, 1. Yeah, he's been pretty solid.
Solid.
Casey Mize, I think. That was another one we were talking about on Twitter.
Yeah. How did he finish today? He had a strong start.
I think he had a pretty decent 6.1, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk. He hit a batter. Never good, I guess, right? 6 Ks. Yeah. So he got the quality start. He didn't get the win. He didn't get the win, though.
I love that line.
That's an awesome line.
Wow. He's really growing as a pitcher. I love it.
From a young dude, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I will take that.
He's getting better and better.
Iglesias. Wow, they came from behind. They were apparently down 4-0 at one point, and they just won 6-5.
Wow, nice.
Ohtani is a huge, he is a big human being.
He's huge.
He is a large human being.
Yeah. He's I don't know why. This isn't any type of, I don't know how this one come off, but he reminds me of like the avatars. Like the avatars on the movie Avatar. That's all I'm running. I was like,
he is legit. I've never seen anything like this. And if my boy Sam was on the show right now, he's got a diehard man crush and his wish may come true. Let's see how the season pans out. You know what I mean? Because we hope to see a full season of Shohei Ohtani, right?
Yeah. If he plays full season, I think he will.
He was his MVP. He was. Yeah, he said he was the MVP before the season even started. He's got a diehard man crush on. So do you think that Shohei Ohtani, oh, hell yeah. It's my brother from, I guess, north of the border. It's Frank Amarante.
Hey, how's it going? What's up?
What's going on, Frank?
Hey,
what's up, Frank?
Good to finally talk to you.
This is the first time we've seen you face to face. I know.
Yeah. Cheers.
What's up, Frank? Yo, Frank. It's batter up, my man.
Oh, batter up.
Put that up. I gotta put that up again.
What you got there, Frank? What is that?
I knew I needed something to drink when I came on this show, but I had nothing but a little bit of whiskey left, and I put it with orange juice.
Nice.
It's not bad.
What's up, Frank?
How's it going? Sorry that I'm really late today.
Dude, you're good, man. Me and Mike have just been holding it down, bro. It's all good.
Nice,
talking baseball,
nice.
Talking about all these wild stuff going on in the days of
yeah. Luis Castillo pissing me off.
Dude, he's not. I don't know. I don't think he's
the hot topic, Luis Castillo.
I don't think he's back. I don't know what it is. This is bad.
He's fine.
This is another.
Okay. I think he'll be fine, but I don't know. I've always been hopeful throughout his whole struggles, but I'm losing hope, man. Oh my god.
It's not easy. I understand it's not easy, But I mean, I feel like the last two starts, literally the last two starts, 2 pitches have killed him, and they've both been like big home runs. If those 2 pitches don't happen, his line's like a lot better. I don't know. I feel like he's right there. He's close.
Yeah, and today looked like he was struggling with control too. But yeah, he's gonna. I think he needs a change of scenery.
Gotta get out of Cincinnati.
Like they gotta get him. Because his name was in the rumors. I'm sure it's not affecting that much, but they're not really contending. They're 20-25. He needs to come to the Jays.
I actually like that. I like that a lot. That'd be awesome. Because I mean, I now can play with Luis Castillo and I'll be the show on the Blue Jays. That's a lot better. I like that a lot.
Speaking of the show, I might get it. Is it worth it to get?
Oh yeah, bro. You gotta copy, bro. You gotta get it.
Yeah, all my buddies have been playing like the the ultimate team kind of thing.
Yeah,
they've been telling me to get it. I think I have to. Yeah, but
it's a tough game. It's a tough game.
Oh yeah, I haven't played in a couple of years, but it's always been tough to hit for me at least. I've always been better pitching.
I'm right there with you. I'm pitching is my strong suit.
We just talked about that. Yeah, your on base percentage is like the player is probably like 0. Like it would just be terrible.
Yeah,
for me at least.
Yeah, it's tough to hit. So what do you guys think? I had a busy weekend, so I wasn't as much in the loop with any big games and stuff, but I noticed Austin Riley's been on fire.
Oh yeah.
What do you guys think? It looks like this could be a breakout.
I just don't know because his BABIP is so inflated. I don't know. I just want to see a little, like, I guess 100 more ABs. Then I'll be like, all right, this is what's happening.
Right? Can you sustain this? Can you keep doing this?
I want to see just a little more sample size. But I mean, the talent is he has monstrous power. You know this. So, I mean, the power is definitely real.
I'm looking now. It's not like his walk rate is that much higher than usual. I thought it would have been. I thought it would have been because his on bases percentages are on like 412.
Yeah,
but
it's gonna be an interesting game. St. Louis. I got the Cardinals Cubs game on. Guy just called it strike. Guy just called the strike like near like the white stripe, like outside the box.
The thing with this thing is it's not an easy fix. That's the problem. It's like this situation. It's not an easy fix. You can't like robot umps would I don't think it's gonna be as easy as people think.
Robot umps. What?
It's gonna make things more. I don't know. It's gonna make things more exactly how they should be, which is not a bad thing. But for guys that maybe nibble, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
What about attack? Like, what if somebody like attacks the robot like ump? Do they have replacements just chilling in the back, or
no, they have weapons on it? It has the secret compartment attack mode. If you mess with it, you get attacked.
Yo, Wainwright's doing.
He's still in. It's the second inning. He's still in.
I was gonna put in a bet just to have some action on the game while I'm on your stream here and make it more entertaining, but I didn't end up doing it. I would have bet on Wainwright over 5.5 Ks just because I noticed at home he's just so much better. He's been pitching deeper. He's been solid at home, like night and day.
They strike out a little bit too. I think
so
to right-handed pitchers too.
I didn't like it enough.
Hence what just happened.
Frank, I believe you, Frank. You're the props king. Every time I see you make a call, he's right. Every time.
I was talking a little bit of shit yesterday, saying I'm the Cape prop king, but like I'm hot right now. Like,
dude, keep it going, man. I know in the beginning of the year, I think it was a little rough for you. Yeah, it was a little rough.
I like what I'm doing here. Today I went 1-1. I took Castillo over 6.5 Ks. He got 5. Like the Brewers, they're at the bottom in K rate against righties, so I did that one. I figured after last start, we're in like 5 innings, maybe turn the corner, but still not yet. And then I did Ryu over 6.5. He just squeaked it out. He got 7. So
Nice.
not bad.
All right.
Yeah.
Anytime I do sports book, I try to do like 6 or 7, bet slips. I just try to go crazy with it. And obviously you never hit.
It is more fun that way when you do are you saying like a parlay?
Yeah, parlay, same game parlay.
Yeah. It's more. It is. Yeah.
It's more fun,
Parlays,
but it never happens. It never happens.
Yeah, it's tough.
My man. What up, Justin? Clock management. Shout out to the Rumboyz Network. My dude out in Seattle.
So, what's going on in your leagues? Like, did you make any? Are you looking at anyone specific in your fab bid? Like, let's say I know Mike, you play TGFBI, right?
Yeah, honestly, bro, I don't think last week I had a bid of TGFBI, and usually I do like last minute. I just kind of like look at, cause I know, what I mean. I just kind of look at who do I like, for whatever reason. But last week I didn't see anybody I needed necessarily, and now I got Brendan Rodgers on my bench. He's up, so I might not have any need, but we'll see.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, last week I screwed up. I had Corey Seager go out, and then I realized I didn't have I picked someone up to slot in for Seager, but then I realized DeYoung was hurt too, and I didn't pick up a guy. So I had to play a week with like an empty spot, basically.
Been there, done that. Been there, done that.
Damn.
Very ugly.
Been there. It's not fun, but
yeah.
What's Clock asking? Should I play Jay Buhner?
Who?
That old Mariners outfielder.
As you can tell, Clock Management is a Seattle Mariners fan.
Nice.
Because otherwise he would not have mentioned this man. So yes, and he also, I think the first stream, our first ever stream, he just kept flooding our messages with, "Hey, where's Ken Griffey today? Is he in the starting lineup?" I don't know, man. The waiver's tough. We were just talking about the waivers. So what do you? So I asked Mr. Fantasy Central over here, Micah Notes, about his kind of like strategies and like things that you look for, like when you're picking up on the waiver. Like every league is obviously different, right? Like, so what do you do, Frank? Like when you look for, like you're probably going to drop Adolis Garcia a week later and then he's going to blow up, right? Like I didn't do that.
Well, in my main league with my friends, my bigger money home league, but we play head to head, but with categories, and we only have 3 moves per week. So because I'm capped like that, I'll try to get maybe a fringe pitcher who has some good matchups for that week, or sometimes try to look for a guy that could stick on the team, like an Adolis Garcia, like that. But it depends. Mostly. Either look for a streamer, look for a potential new closer, or someone who could have like season-long value, not just short-term. If it's in like NFBC, I tried to at first pick up these cheap pitchers who had 2 starts for the week, but I got burned hard on that. Like I picked up Austin Gomber, he got shelled.
Oh, is that the week he got Gombered?
Yeah. And then the week before that, I picked Joe Ross when he was kind of doing well, and he just gave up like 10 runs that start.
Dude, so, I picked him in the in that streamer for Mike Simeone, his streamer of the month, and I picked Joe Ross for that week. Oh God, yeah, I think that was the game. Yeah. He gave up 8 runs, or I don't know. It was bad. It was really bad.
That was ugly. Let's see tomorrow what streamers are here.
It's crazy how much baseball, like football, because I know Frank, you are very involved in football as well. Micah, do you partake fantasy football? Like I mostly see baseball tweets from you. So
yeah, I try to keep the tweets in season. I don't know why I do. I guess I just try to keep the information as relevant as possible.
No,
I do. Great. Yeah, I do football too. I actually started Fantasy Central giving the football advice. That was like my first thing. I was like, let me just start giving random advice to people to see what happens. And here we are. Yeah.
And right, exactly. Here you are. Like that's awesome. But fantasy baseball, I think what I was trying to get at is like it's like you can't sleep. You can't football you could do. I feel like football there's enough, like there's like it's very limited to the point of like where you can like if I know the first two receivers, that's it. You know what I mean? Like running back, tight end, you got to know the entire freaking starting lineup of like some of these players, like, right, for baseball. And it's just not necessarily like you're not going to sit him like, oh, he's batting seventh, I'm going to sit him. But like just the fact of like where he is and like what his potential could be for the game. I don't know. I just think baseball is like,
suffer for sure.
Definitely
suffer. It's a marathon. Football is a sprint. Football, you can have like sometimes you play in league. I play in leagues with friends, and this guy like he's not really like knows what he's doing, and he lucks into this juggernaut of a team kind of thing.
Yep,
it's like playing poker with somebody that doesn't know how to play.
Yeah, exactly. But baseball, it's harder to do that.
Yeah,
like
true.
Always someone will. Those kind of players in your league will kind of fall off once we get like in the dog days of summer, and it's like they start to think about football and like but
that's how you capitalize. That's how you capitalize on your baseball leagues.
I love that terminology, the dog days of summer, because it's so true. When football comes, everybody talk about football. It's like August. It's like the last few weeks. Some people are like not even checking their lineups anymore.
Buster Olney's the only one talking about baseball, and Tim Kirchin, like that's it. Like those are the It's tough. It's tough, man. It's definitely an interesting industry. I'm loving it. I've met some great. Obviously, I've met you two. Like this is fantastic. Like I appreciate both of you. Frank, this is your second time on. Michael, hopefully this is not your last time on the show.
Yeah, for
just
sure.
Just wanted to appreciate you guys. Before whenever we end in a little bit. So
great to be back. Great to meet Micah finally. Talk to him on Twitter at least like maybe almost 2 years, I think.
That's 20. Yeah, so 20 early 2020. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So like year.
And Frank, honestly, you were one of those accounts I used to see before I even started coming on Twitter. I started seeing your posts, seeing just giving the outs. I was like, yeah, you were definitely one of those guys that I looked up to before I hopped in the game. So
this is what you guys. This is what you guys did.
You're doing great work.
Appreciate
like a fantasy baseball team. You guys trusted the process, and now look at you. You're meeting each other.
It's true.
Yeah, like it started for me just doing it for fun, and because I'd always talk with my friends on like in our group chat, we talk about players, and then I just was like, I like writing, and obviously I enjoy fantasy sports, so I just got into it on Twitter, and that was it. I love debating people.
Yeah.
So
Amarante, he's.
I like debating people as well, but I hate debating the same person day after day. That's what gets after me. I hate debating the same person though.
I try to ease it. Like if I feel like okay, I'm going at these person's takes too much,
right?
A bit. I don't want to be annoying with it.
Yeah, for sure.
I know what you mean. Yeah. But keep up the good work. You're doing great. Both of you doing great work.
You too, bro.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Appreciate that. I can't believe Adam Wainwright is actually still 30. He's 39 years old.
Yeah, he's
right now.
Kicking.
I mean, is this what? Hey, we both predicted a high scoring game, and so far this has not been that.
What's it 0-0?
I mean, it's only the third. It's only the third inning, but still, like, I don't think they're not getting on base though. I don't think.
Let me try to guess Zach Davies' line. Let me try to guess it.
All right, hold on.
Is it about is it bottom of the third?
No, it's the top of the third.
Is he pitching?
Adam Wainwright's on the mound right now.
All right,
Yeah.
so he's pitched 2 innings. It's probably like, what's it? 2 innings, 2 hits. That's it.
Close.
Oh, you got it up, Frank? I'm trying to pull one up.
Yeah, I got it. He's got 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 K.
Wow.
So you're close.
Yeah.
Like he gave up
That's
two
pretty.
bases.
He's got a K.
bad.
He's
You
got
got a K.
strikeout.
You got a K. It's a rare for him. Man, I really don't like Zach Davies.
Nah.
It's boring.
Boring.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Enjoy. Rare, right? I don't know. I mean, if you're going to get steak, I got to get it rare.
Steakhouse.
I got to get it
No,
mooing.
not rare. No.
No, it has to be rare for me.
It gotta be medium rare. That's for me.
I want
rare,
it like
rare.
legit, like pink as shit. I don't know, man. Because like, especially like a fillet, you know what I mean? Because that's like the most center of like the cow,
Yeah.
right? Because that's
Yeah.
why it's like, I know, sorry, anybody like from PETA or anything like that, but like that is like the center of the cow, you know what I mean? We're like the most,
I know
like,
what you mean.
right? Like, dude,
It melts in your mouth. But I mean,
yeah.
sometimes I start overthinking it though. I'm like, it's too red. I start overthinking. I'm like, why this is so red? I don't know.
I went to some Japanese, I guess, steakhouse. Can we assume it's hibachi or can we not? I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to assume that it's a hibachi. But if it is, I mean, that's fantastic. The guy literally, I was like, I want it rare, my man. He literally cut it up, seared it on like all sides for like 45 seconds total, and then gave it right back to me.
It's kind of lit.
I was like, oh. I was actually really good. Yeah, because I dipped it in the mustard that they give you, like that one spicy mustard, right? Like,
Nice.
You're making
So
me
it
hungry,
was-
man. You're making me
it
hungry,
was
bro.
pretty.
Yeah.
It was pretty legit.
Nothing better than a perfect, like a nicely cooked steak.
Yep.
Nothing.
It is hibachi. Good for you, Justin. Enjoy and say hi to the missus, even though she has no idea who I am, but say hello to her. I know he's got that. I know he's got a daughter too. So shout out to Clock. Top of the third, Zach Davies. Adam Wainwright, what do you think his line is? Have you seen his line?
I've seen it, so Mike could guess.
Yeah, so I'm
gonna guess.
We're 2 outs, top of the third.
2 outs, top of the third. I'm gonna guess 2 2.2, 3 hits, one walk, 1 strikeout.
Close.
He's got 2 2/3, 1 hit, no walks, 2 Ks.
Yeah, he's doing a lot better than I expected.
So not terrible, right?
Not bad.
Yeah. He's good at home. I just was worried. That's why I didn't do the bet, is because like his last couple starts, I saw that he walked like at least 2 or 3 each start, and it was only like 6 innings. So
Well,
that's how you could really get burned in these strikeout props, if the guy just has no control and just works his pitch count up, and like,
Yeah.
so it almost doesn't matter that he's facing a lineup that strikes out a lot. That's what happened with Castillo today.
Because I saw his chart. I mean, he was all over the place with his pitches. Like, he was missing his zone constantly.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks, but yeah,
He's getting it.
he'll be okay.
I love the trade I made in my main league for him. I gave up Snell, and 1-for-1, no picks, because the keeper league. Usually these kind of big blockbuster trades, you need to throw in a pick to
something, right?
Yeah, this was just purely a baseball trade. I loved it, but no,
They're both struggling though. Snell is.
So at least it's not like I'm getting killed right now. But I just don't like Snell. He doesn't go deep enough.
Yeah, that's the one thing.
Pang's picks. Is this Pang's picks? If it's Pang's picks, what's up, man?
How's it going?
Good dude. SportsMe. Check him out on the SportsMe apps. Always dropping shit. Always dropping great battles. Like, who was the greatest wrestler? Who was the best? Or like, what was the greatest wrestling intro, like, theme music?
Oh,
Dude, we had about like 50 people. everybody like posting like songs and like they're like walking it. Like it was.
I always loved Shawn Michaels' song.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
Heartbreak Kid.
Yeah, it's good.
I did Hulk Hogan.
That one's good too.
I'm a Real American.
Yeah.
That's always a good one. I mean, Stone Cold, I feel like.
That one's good.
I mean, that was, right?
Yeah.
The Brood.
I was just thinking of them. They had a good one. They had a good one.
There were some fire. I mean, DX.
Yeah, DX.
DX was awesome. Like The Rock, Undertaker.
You know, I had a weird one. It was kind of like eerie kind of sound. It was like Goldust.
Goldust. Someone posted him too. He definitely had a very interesting one as well.
Yeah.
Frank, who do you think is a surprise in fantasy baseball this year? I know we may have talked about it even like a month ago. I think you were on the show like a month ago, but like who really has surprised you so far? I know there's a couple guys. It's got to be.
Well, there's so many, right? But a recent one who's surprised me is just like how many home runs Jesse Winker is hitting. Like the guy's on fire. Like I know he had some pop. He had like 30 homer pop, you would think, but like this guy's just killing it for me. Especially because this is an OBP league where I have him. He's gold. He's got like he's hit 5 home runs the last 3 games. Including one where he had 3 jacks that game. That was on Friday. He's on fire.
Jesse Winker, potential superstar. Potential.
Yeah, like
I mean, we've seen like full season Jesse Winker right here. Like this is.
I think it pitches 290.
He's a stud.
That's what I think. At least 30.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna hit 30.
Yeah, we'll get to 30. I think his average he could be in the 280, 290 range, that type of thing.
Yeah.
I'm going ballsy. I'm gonna say he's gonna hit 40 home runs.
You can.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do it, bro. If he hits 40 home runs, he'll be a top 50 player next year.
Yeah.
Maybe higher.
Maybe higher, exactly. I was gonna say maybe even higher. Like he's 27 RBIs. Damn, he would look so good in Yankee pinstripes. Oh, I'm sure Frank wants him to go across. Go up north.
No, we need a pitcher. We need a pitcher like a Castillo or Barrios. They were linked to Barrios recently. I saw a tweet John Morosi put out that the Jays that might be a fit because the Twins could be sellers. They've been just a huge disappointment.
Yeah.
So Barrios, I'd like that too. They just
need Barrios. I'll take Barrios.
I mean,
Barrios.
I
He'll give you innings.
Yeah. And you guys can get a lot of guys now because I mean it's an attractive place to go to. People want to play for the Blue Jays because it's a nice team, nice atmosphere.
The bats, like if you're a decent pitcher, put up a decent. I mean, maybe they need some bullpen help. Probably, right? Guys that can actually stay healthy.
Yeah.
Speaking of surprises in the Blue Jays, like I know I've always been a believer in Robbie Ray, but what he's doing right now, it's pretty crazy. Like he's only walked 1 in his last
He was on Micah Notes.
He was
1 walk in 6 starts for Robbie Ray.
It's interesting because it's like he's allowing mad home runs and mad hard contact. It's like
but he's still pitching good. Like he's still getting it done. It's weird.
I'd say he's not walking guys. I don't know. I just need to see more. I need to see just kind of like even out whatever's going on here.
Hey, maybe the whole reason why he walked so many guys, maybe he was worried that he'd give up all this hard contact, so he nibbled more. But maybe now he's just like,
he's like, F it. Let's go with it.
Let's right, exactly. Like shit, if they're gonna hit me, hit a home run. Come on.
Like, look at the starts. You're right. Like, look, 2 home runs allowed. 1, 2, 2, 3, 1. Like,
damn.
I mean, he's allowed mad home runs.
That's like Mike Hampton numbers.
His velocity is way up too. He's in like 98 miles per hour on his fastball. I mean, so he's
is he really?
Yeah. I mean, he's pumping right now. So I mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, he always did have a heater. He always did. I mean, when he was in Arizona, he was insane. He was quite good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Robbie Ray. I mean, think about it. I mean, there are a lot of people that are saying like he's one of the best late round picks there are, and I mean, he's been that guy. You know.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's why pitchers, if I don't solidify, I'm okay with picking up. Like half of my pitchers on every team are waiver wire pickups.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. Am I going to pick up Spence? So like, okay, so here's probably a good question to ask. You know, I want to see your thoughts and like for our viewers, you know, because there are some beginners that watch the show. There's also some experienced players as well. So like Spencer Turnbull throws a no-hitter. Who the hell is this guy? Yes, if you follow baseball, you know who he is. But like if you're the casual fan, like are you picking this guy up?
Yeah.
Like, are you going to pick him up and actually start him with confidence every single week? Like knowing that he was kind of, but like, let's say, does the no-hitter affect your decision? There you go. Start us off.
Gives me some reassurance that, you know, because I mean, I bought him to him in 2019, 2020. I was in a couple years ago, but I mean, he's still, because he was talented. He has, you know, nice spin rates. He has, you know, deep-ish arsenal. So I mean, he's not a bad guy. He's not a bad pitcher. So I mean, this could just be him getting better. And I don't know, all this dead ball talk. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to make of it.
6 and we're not even in a quarter of the season yet.
Yeah, that's
or just about.
I don't know what to make of it. But yeah, I like Turnbull. I like him.
Okay.
I would pick him up, ride the wave. He's clearly hot right now. Maybe, like Micah said, maybe he's taking the next step in his development. So you got to give him a shot. Would I be confident every start? No, but I'm the type, like, I like to start the pitch. Like, okay, it depends. Because, for example, in those NFBC leagues, it's a weekly league and you only have limited slots. So in that case, if I notice he's got a tough matchup, let's say at Yankee Stadium or something, maybe I leave him on the bench there. But in my head-to-head league where it's like daily moves, I'm not gonna bench him. Like I don't like to bench him. Yeah, Yankees.
I name my dog Jeter. I am that fan.
So. Yeah. But to sum it up, it's intriguing what he's doing. And tomorrow he actually has a start against the Indians at home. So I definitely fire him up there.
That sounds nice. With Framber is out now. That sounds kind of nice,
right? With Franmil, exactly. That like there you go. So that matchup is juicy.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if you need a streamer and you see them playing the Indians, just go with play him right now. Because I mean, you still got to deal with Jose Ramirez, but I mean, that's not a good lineup. It's really not.
Arenado with a double. He advanced.
Nice.
Goldschmidt, it looks like, who's on third, 2 outs, bottom of the third. So Zach Davies.
I know.
True Zach Davies is starting. Exactly. Here he is.
Oh man.
Second and third, 2 outs. Molina up.
That's my guy. He's been great this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't been bad, right? He's been
solid. Huh?
Nice hit, Arenado.
290. 7 home runs.
Stand-up double.
I mean, yeah, Molina is the guy you just take in the late rounds every year. Just do it. Just take him in the late rounds and ride it out, you know?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a nice pitch. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he has to be.
Right?
Speaking of surprises and with catchers, I know I probably mentioned it. I always mention this guy just because I love the fact that he doesn't play catcher, and I use him at catcher in my Yahoo league. Like
Kiner
Falefa, yeah. He's got 5 home runs and 10 steals. That's ridiculous.
And he's actually got a pretty good average too. Yeah, like he's got a solid batting average.
Crazy.
Like he's actually not even like, yes, it's the fact that he's catcher eligible, but like he's actually playing good baseball.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Nick Solak? So happy I drafted him in
He's
one.
solid too.
Solid player, man. Joey Gallo. I'm sorry. I never see Joey Gallo batting over like 220.
Yeah.
I don't understand people. I hear people complain about Joey Gallo, but I'm like, you drafted him. Like, why did you draft him then? Like,
I do have him in one. It's a points league, so I'll take it. You know what I mean? So like the batting average doesn't matter. So like points league, that's okay.
But like in I don't know, in batting average leagues, only reason it has to be because you have no power. It has to be.
Right? If you have home, exactly.
What else could it possibly maybe I don't know. No, I mean that has to be power. That's about it. So I don't know.
Yadier. Oh. And Hap catches it. That was close. That was close to a 3-run shot right there. All right, what do we got here, Adam? This is my buddy who's drinking his Franzia right now, probably in his kitchen, laughing his ass off. Who's your guy's favorite to trade?
Like a buy low type of player, and just to try to steal some struggling player to try to make your
trade
team
four.
better.
Trade four. Who's your trade four?
I
mean Luis Castillo. Are you going to go for a Luis Castillo right now?
I would still be trying to trade for him 100%. I can't shake it.
If somebody says like, I don't know, some weird thing like Kyle Gibson for Luis Castillo, yeah, give me Castillo. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That type of thing.
I'm in on that.
Yeah.
Maybe you can try to get Ketel Marte for cheap. Like, he just got back from injury, hasn't done much in his return yet. So maybe like the guy who has him might not be as high on him as he was before. You never know.
Or Mr. Cabrian Hayes. I think that's a good. That's
a good one. That's a good one. Yeah,
he should be back. I think he's coming. He might be set to be back next month.
Nice.
Right, like in June at some point.
I think he had a setback. If I'm not mistaken, I think he had a setback. That's what I heard. But yeah, hopefully he's back within like the month.
He was playing solid. He was playing insanely solid baseball.
Yeah,
dude's a stud.
I heard.
Yeah,
his back control is crazy. I mean, I watched a couple games like just in a row. I was like, dude, he can hit anything. He can hit the ball at bottom of his own, top of his zone, outside of the plate, whatever. Inside, he can hit he's just a pure contact type guy. Kind of cool.
You know who else you could go to try to buy low? Luke Voigt. He's another guy who kind of recently came back. He hasn't really gone on one of his power binges yet.
Not yet.
He will at some point. So that could be a player to buy low, maybe. Like these power hitters, you see, they just go on these long slumps and then they just get on these torrid stretches. Like Miguel Sano, like he's on fire right now.
He goes so cold, but then he goes so hot.
That's the thing. Like, I dropped him in like 2 of the leagues because he was hurt and he wasn't doing well anyway. And usually in these leagues, like they just attack pitching on the waiver wire and they kind of leave some solid hitters for you. So I'm like, I'm not gonna hold on to him, and now missing out on his power binge. But yeah, that's the way it is with these power hitters. So those are a couple. And yeah, me and Mike, we can't shake Luis Castillo. Like, can't give up on him.
It's such a long season. I think he has like 20 starts left. I mean, I feel like if he has like 2 good starts in a row, next 2 starts, we'll be forgetting about this ever happening. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I mean that's the hope, right? Like Kenta Maeda, another one that who I feel like Luis Castillo has a lot better stuff and like could obviously give you more value, let's say. But Maeda, I don't know. There's something wrong with Maeda.
Yeah,
he might have been hurt all year, honestly.
Right? Like he's clearly like right. I
didn't see that he went on the IL, huh?
Did he?
Yeah.
Was that today?
Right. Yeah, or today or yesterday, right abductor strain. So no, now that he's on the IL, I wouldn't be looking to trade for him. You never know.
Like, no, hell no, exactly. Giolito, the door closed. You could have got him maybe at a discount before this last game.
I was thinking, like Freddie Peralta is basically what we thought Luis Castillo was going to be this year.
He's been pretty good. He's been pretty good.
He's been nice. He's been nice.
A ton of Ks. That's what we basically thought Luis Castillo was going to do.
But you also got Peralta at a big discount.
Yeah.
In your drafts. Luis Castillo cost you what, a second round pick maybe in some leagues? Late second, sure. Like right? And he's playing awesome.
Yeah. Well, Peralta's been great. Oh, Zach Plesac got rocked again today.
Oh, come on,
I don't know, man. I liked
he's not.
I liked Savali before him preseason. I don't know if you guys did too.
Yeah, I'm not seeing much difference between Savali and Plesac right now, to be honest.
I mean, Savali, I feel like has his better. Maybe he's had a couple better games. I don't know, but I feel like I like him.
He hasn't had a blow up, Savali, but both of them are not really striking the out hitters. They've been mediocre with strikeouts.
Yeah.
Matt Olson with another home run today, I think.
He's been really good. Yeah. He's not even striking out that much.
He is my MVP.
He's a beast. He's homered in consecutive games.
Has he really?
Yeah, I'm just looking at him now.
I mean, you're a Blue Jays fan, so like you don't like the Red Sox, right? Like right?
No, I don't like the Red Sox. But,
right, Micah, you probably don't like the Red Sox either, right? Like,
yeah, I like their players. I don't like the team.
Are you a Phillies fan? Well,
yeah,
you're from Philly, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I'm definitely more like passionate about the Eagles
Bruins.
in general. But,
see that Bruins.
Oh, Bruins, yeah. They're it's 3-1 series, no? I think so.
I don't know, actually. Is it the playoffs?
Yeah, I honestly, especially this year, I haven't followed the NHL much. But,
oh my God, that's like.
I know.
Is that frowned upon up there?
No.
Okay.
No, they don't. No, it's not like that. Maybe if you go deep, like in smaller towns in Canada,
they probably watch it like.
They're more into it. Like, let's say in Toronto, it's more diverse in what people like to watch. It's not like, obviously the Leafs are number one, but it's not like people are going to be like, what? You haven't watched hockey? No.
I just know you are a football and baseball guy, you know?
Yeah, I do follow basketball and hockey normally a lot more, but this year I haven't much.
Yeah. Game's on right now. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a man on right now. Cardinals Cubs. Shit, man, I'm not doing so well in any of my fantasy leagues. Maybe one of them. That's it.
It's tough. It's
so tough.
Especially those NFBC leagues. They're tough. Real tough. Because some of the players you're going against, they're really going deep into the schedule, and they're picking up guys who have more games in the week kind of thing, like on the Sunday night. It's tough. Very tough.
I got to get in on those.
Yeah, they're fun, though.
I like it. I like that challenge, though, especially about baseball. I feel like it makes you better, too, you know?
Yeah, it does. And they're really good at just roster construction. Their roster, it's like making a puzzle. Like the pieces fit in nicely. Like you have your guys who are bumping up your average. You have your power guys. You have, like... They're really good at that. That's the one thing I have to improve on in baseball, for sure. Is roster construction.
It's tough, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro. A lot of people don't like the Yankees. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I just have to accept, you know, the hate for the Yankees. So this has been an incredible show, Frank. I truly, truly appreciate you hopping on, late notice, whatever. But Micah, awesome, my man. I know we planned this weeks ago, dude. Like I truly it's been an honor. It's been an honor, sir.
This has been fun.
Thanks.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Frank, tell everyone where they can find you, all the viewers.
You can find me I'm always on Twitter at FMorante TFJ. I'm always engaging in discussion and debate, baseball and football primarily. You can find my writing work on Rotoballer and at the Game Day. I'll have some fantasy baseball, fantasy football, sometimes some betting articles, and you can just find me there. And I'd love to interact with you on Twitter.
Micah, holla at him.
Yeah, you guys can find me at Fantasy Central 1. That is the number 1. Right now I write for Fantrax for newlifefantasy.com and for RotoRinks. I have a podcast that hasn't done an episode in a little while. We might continue that. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, that's what I got going on.
Hell yeah, man! I hear you on that. Unfortunately, we had this. Me, my brother, and my cousin. We stopped our podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just because when you have those dual type podcasts, your life has to kind of be in sync with the other person, or you're not gonna
exactly. It's not. You're not.
Yeah.
It just wasn't. It just wasn't working. It is what it is. I decided to branch out on my own, and shit, I got my own show now, I guess.
Yep.
So it's not awful, right? You can find me on Twitter at Fantasy Sven. Every single Sunday on the Strike Zone. We are off next week because it's Memorial Day. I have a wedding. And then Memorial Day is time to be with your family. Let's just all enjoy it. Like everybody, I don't want to sit around a computer. Truth be told, I mean, I'm not going to. Fantasy baseball content. If you want fantasy baseball, find us on Twitter. Come check us all out on Twitter. We'll give you the best advice. Micah, guy gets tweeted at a lot. I love it. It's amazing. Scrolling, I love it.
Yeah, honestly, it feels like it's like 10, 15 questions a day.
It's amazing, dude. I swear it's more. It seems like more.
It does,
but I love.
Awesome.
But appreciate everybody viewing in. This has been the Strike Zone. I'm your host, Fantasy Sven.